Assalamu alaikum everyone. So class 7 we are going to do the remaining questions of exercise 10b today. We have done till question number 11 of this exercise. It's on page number 131. So see question number 12, 4x4 plus 81. Now at first sight this question doesn't seem to be of the form a square minus b square. But if we add and subtract something, then we can apply the formula of difference of two squares later. Right? So what we did is we have written 4x4 as 2x square raised to the power 2. Similar the case with 81, we have written that like 9 squared. Okay, so our middle term is 2 into 2x square into 9. And because we have added this term, so we have to subtract it as well. So I wrote 2 into 2x square into 9 beside it. Okay, then we know that a square plus 2ab plus b square equal a plus b whole square. Okay, our first term, which is in this curly bracket, the second step I'm talking about, our first term is completely in the form of the left hand side of this formula. So we can write it according to the right hand side of the formula. Alright, so our a equals to 2x square and b equals to 9. So we have written it 2x square plus 9 whole square. Okay, and then the second term, we have simplified it in this step. We have written 36x square because we all know 2 into 2 into 9 equals to 36. Okay, then we observe that here we can apply the formula of difference of two squares, which is a square minus b square equals to a plus b minus b. So we have written this 36x square as 6x whole square. Okay, now we can apply that formula. Our a equals to 2x square plus 9 and our b equals to 6x. Okay, so that formula, see the right hand side of this formula, which is a plus b into a minus b, the first bracket a plus b, our a is 2x square plus 9 and our b is 6x. Alright, so we wrote 2x square plus 9 in the round bracket, then plus sign, then 6x. Okay, and this all enclosed in the curly bracket. Similar the case with second bracket, this is 2x square plus 9 minus 6x because we have in the formula a minus b. Alright, so in the second last step we have just gotten rid of this curly brackets and we have written 2x square plus 9 plus 6x in the round bracket. Similar the case with the second bracket, 2x square plus 9 minus 6x. And in the last step we just arranged the terms of these factors. Alright, so we have written 2x square plus 6x plus 9 and the second bracket we have written 2x square minus 6x plus 9. We have written like in descending order. Okay, so these are the required factors. Now question number 14 is x4 plus x square plus 1. Okay, now we can here we can also apply the same formula which we did in question number 12. Okay, so we have written this x4 as x square raised to the power 2 and the third term 1 as 1 squared. Okay, so our second term is basically our second term in the formula is 2ab now. So our a equals to x square and our b equals to 1. So we have written 2 into x square into 1. Now we observe that in the second step we have 2x square, but originally we had 1x square. So we added 1x square ourselves. So we have to subtract it as well. That's what we did. I have subtracted x square in the second step. Okay, now we know that we have written this formula. Then we know that the right hand side of the formula is a plus b whole square. Our a equals to x square, our b equals to 1. So I have written x square plus 1 whole square minus sign x square. Okay, I have written this in the bracket. Now we know that a square minus b square, we can apply the formula of a square minus b square in this step, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Our a equals to x square plus 1 and our b equals to x. Okay, so we have written in the curly bracket, we have opened this curly bracket and wrote a, which is x square plus 1 in the round bracket, then plus sign, then b is x, so we have written x, then curly bracket close. Similar the case with second bracket, we have written in the curly bracket, we wrote x square plus 1 minus x. Okay, so in the last step we just got rid of these curly brackets and we just arranged these terms in the descending order. Okay, so we have written x square plus x plus 1 and in the second bracket we have x square minus x plus 1. Okay, now move towards question number 15. X raised to the power 4 plus 3x square y square plus 4y square. Okay, again we are going to do the same thing which we have been doing till since question number 12. So we have written this x4 as x square raised to the power 2 RB is 2y square raised to the power 2. Oh, I have missed the square here. Actually, it's the square, okay? 2y square whole square, okay? Then our 2ab, then our middle term 2ab is 2. A is x square, b is 2y square, okay? Then we observe that our middle term is 2x square 2y square, which is equal to 4x square y square, but originally we had 3x square y square, so we have added 1x square y square ourselves, so we have to subtract it as well, and that's what we did in the second step. Now we have written this formula. Then we know that a square plus 2ab plus b square equals to a plus b whole square. Our a equals to x square, our b equals to 2y square. So we have written x square plus 2y square ka whole square. Then we drew this minus sign, and we have written this x square y square as xy ka whole square. Okay, now we know that a square minus b square, we can apply this formula here, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Our a equals to x square plus 2y square, our b equals to xy. So we have written this in according to the right hand side of the formula. And in the last step, we just arranged these factors. Okay, so these are the required factors. Now move towards question number 16, a plus b whole power 4 plus 4. Okay, we can again apply the same formula here. This strategy is still the same. Okay, so we have written this a plus b whole 4 as a plus b whole square raised to the power 2. Our b is 2 raised to the power 2. We know that 2 raised to the power 2 equals to 4. All right, that's what we have written 2 raised to the power 2 in the place of 4. Okay, so now we know that the middle term is 2ab. In the formula, we have the middle term as 2ab. So here our 2ab is 2 into a is a plus b whole square and b is 2. Because we have added this ourselves, so we have to subtract it as well. So I have written minus 2 into a plus b whole square into 2. Now we have written this formula. Our a equals to a plus b whole square plus 2. Okay, our a equals to a plus b whole square and our b equals to 2. Okay, and I have enclosed it in this curly bracket and mentioned this power 2. Then minus sign, and after simplifying the second term of the second step, we have got 4a plus b whole square. Okay, now we observe that I can write this 4 into a plus b whole square as 2a plus b ka whole square. Okay, then we can apply the formula of difference of two squares here. So we have written the formula in the third last step, and in the second last step we have just written this step in according to the right hand side of this formula. Okay, and in the last step we just got rid of these curly brackets and arranged it in the descending order as well. So these are the required factors. Then question number 18 is 3a4 minus 18a square b square plus 3b4. So in this question we observe that we have to take 3 as common, then only we can apply the formula of a minus b whole square. Okay, so we took 3 as common and the remaining terms are in this bracket. The remaining terms are a4 minus, we all know that 18 is the multiple of 3. Alright, so we have written 6a square b square, then our third term is b4. Obviously we have taken 3 as common, so we cannot write 3 here with this b4. Okay, and in the second step we have just written this expression, this first expression, according to the left hand side of this formula. Okay, and the third step we have written the formula of a minus b whole square. Our a equals to a square and our b equals to b square. Okay, so we have written in the round bracket a square minus b square, and besides this we have written 2ab whole square, which is equal to 4a square b square, which is present in the second step. Okay, now we know that we can apply the formula of difference of two squares, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Our a equals to a square minus b square and our b equals to 2ab. Alright, so we have written this according to the right hand side of this formula. Then the second last step we have just gotten rid of these curly brackets and square bracket as well, and in the last step we just arranged these terms. Okay, so this looks more perfect. Now question number 19 is 9a square minus 4b square plus 16c square minus 1 minus 4b minus 24ac. So in this question we observe that first we need to rearrange the terms and then only we can do our later simplifications, or we can apply the formulas later. Okay, so on the first step I just arranged these terms. I wrote 9a square, and after this I have written minus 24ac. Then after this we have written 16c square, then minus 4b square minus 4b minus 1. And the second step we have written the first three terms as it is, and in the next three terms we have taken minus sign as common, and the remaining terms are in this bracket, which are 4b square plus 4b plus 1. You all know how to take common, you are fully aware of this. All right, now in the third step we have just written these six terms according to the left hand side of the formulas. All right, now in the third step we observe that we can now easily apply the formulas of a minus b whole square and a plus b whole square. We can apply the formula of a minus b whole square in the first three terms, and in the last three terms we can apply the formula of a plus b whole square. All right, because we have written this third step according to the left hand side of those formulas. Okay, so we now rewrite this step according to the right hand side of those formulas. Okay, our a equals to, if you talk about the first three terms, we can apply the a minus b whole square formula here. So our a equals to 3a, b equals to 4c, right? So we have written 3a minus 4c ka whole square. Okay, then minus sign, I wrote my sign as it is. Then in the last three terms our a equals to 2b square and our b equals to 1, so we have written 2b plus 1 whole square. All right, now we observe that we can apply the formula of difference of two squares here. Our a equals to 3a minus 4c and our b equals to 2b plus 1. So we have written according to the right hand side of this formula. Okay, and in the second last step we just got rid of these curly brackets, and in the last step we have just arranged these terms, okay, according to their variables and alphabetical order. Okay, so this is your last question. Thank you.